Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And not the start he was hoping for there, so maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Justin Madubuike there to bring him down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That gain on third down, good for 28. On first down, here's Breida. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And past the 35, will be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. The drive will start with an option going left. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down.
Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away. Quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
brings up
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Matt Breida taking it in. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
The carry for Baltimore.
Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down.
1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 41, Jackson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
First down.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. Well, he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
3 yards. First down, Ravens.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Jackson now off the bootleg. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The long throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The tackle by Justin Madubuike.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Matt Breida, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Chargers 21, Ravens 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Williams to return.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A good pickup there, a 22.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off here at 29. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? Is body rhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's got room. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, LA! Matt Breida on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 45-yard line.
Right back to Dobbins on first. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
And the Raven first down.
This time Jackson will throw it. Quick throw here, that's complete. And caught up and picked up by the Chargers. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Herbert on first down now. That'll be complete to Breida. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
A gain of 2.
Here's Breida. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, Williams.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Ravens.
To throw is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll run it with Williams. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 36. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. And Jackson throwing once more. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
It's 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
This one taken just inside the 10. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Matt Gay set to kick off.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Williams now on the return.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the door.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now he dumps this off over the middle. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Well, that last run for a 1st down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now it's Breida. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Chargers 42, Ravens 10. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Williams to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as this. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Dancing to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
He was brought down by Malik Harrison.
They run again with Breida. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
On third down, a run from Breida. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. The trick play does not pan out here on fourth and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
At the 12-yard line.
Second and 12.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
18 on the play.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And now here's another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Jackson now to return.
Dante Jackson on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
This is Breida. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Shreds the tackle, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
He may try and run for this. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's going, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them.
This one's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Jerry Tillery.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. And now here's another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 on a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Matt Gay.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Williams.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
At the 24-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Tonight's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep